Boy, never noticed how big the map is, Jesus. This is gonna be a many streams long experience. Iratus has a point. Greenmore, he already got you in a trap. And change your skin. I have no idea. Can I change your skin? If you just assume you know more about this game than I do, it's probably a safe assumption. Get rid of his block. Oh my god, they're already just bashing you to pieces. Oh, you guys got swapped at some point.
Strength through pain.
I love keeping all of them relatively debuffed. And once we have the Wrath for it, Joe's gonna go ahead and just go nuts. But once again, let's slowly buff Jimmy until he does a massive amount of damage. Maybe this time we'll get it off in time. And we'll put you in your defensive stance you wanted to be in. Or will we? Yeah, a standing fortitude. I don't know about that one. Let's move you back.
Strength through pain.
That costs 40 Wrath. We need the Wrath for Joe. Unassuming strike on Marilyn Manson. Never misses after all. And again, keep debuffing these folks. Keep their attacks weak. Oh, they're not weak enough. Creedmoor, you're gonna die. If only you could heal yourself like Joe does. Look at that. Joe's already back at full health. He's doing great. Alright, up to 57. Oh, I don't like that buffing. Don't buff, debuff. Damn me and my love for skeletons. Marilyn Manson. I'm gonna reduce the number of folks we have alive here.
One less loneliness in the world.
Go work, Creed. Keep them all debuffed. Alright. 57 to 63. 75 to 83. Make room for Big Boom. Oh, thank God. That was almost it for you. Just keep them all weak. Low attack values. And I buff my good friend. I want to help Creed, but I don't really have much ways to do that. The Blue Angels are flying directly over Bayshore tomorrow afternoon. Interesting. Krios! Yes, it seems like Twitch has mostly calmed down. Healing each buff. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. The skeleton works very well in conjunction with the Banshee. Alright, next turn we're gonna do it.
My hordes are without number.
Go, Creed! Creed boy! I'll tell your story. Alright, buff our team. I mean, besides the loss of our good friend Creedmoor, we're doing fine. Alright, bombardment. And we'll buff again with the Banshee. Banshee just healed again. buff. So Jimmy, you're gonna be doing 160 to 170 damage 4 times in a row. Joe will go ahead and just heal himself because Joe fears nothing. Doesn't seem like it's worth it, really, spending all those turns. Aren't you losing damage potential overall by buffing Jimmy every turn despite the increased damage when he finally lets loose? I don't know, like it says his damage was going up and up and up, but Bombardment might not take advantage of those buffs. I should really pay more attention to the numbers it displays down there, because it does 50%. So the idea is we buff him up like 400%, and then he does 200% 4 times, right? Rattle your bones for our shattered comrade, Creedmoor. Alright, let's move you forward, Jimmy.
Strength through pain.
Oh, you can't move! I put the thing on you. Well, made a mistake there. Rage. So maybe we shouldn't buff you from bombardment. We should buff you for, like, your shoot everybody with your buckshot attack. That might be better off.
My kingdom comes.
It looks better to not buff you. You did more damage with that bombardment than with the last one. Oh, wait, we'll buff you again. Yeah, debuff. Ooh, a critical debuff on the golem. Repairs needed. Unless you have suggestions to keep my skeleton alive longer. We'll tell your story, Creedmoor. Death comes for everyone, you know. Finish him off, Jimmy.
Born was your first mistake.
Yo, no, Gumber, the
Opposing me,
Banshee is an unkillable powerhouse. It's kind of
your
ridiculous.
last.
Oh, rest in pieces, Creedmoor. Alright. Now, Creedmoor, do you want to stay a skeleton, or you want to be remade as something new? You play Darkest Dungeon, every turn had to be overanalyzed and second-guessed. The skeleton has, like, nice synergies, but it's so very killable. Like, it dies so fast. We'll puzzle you back together. Alright, Mud has leveled up. We'll take him out of training. Balthazar, you're ready to come out. We only have access to your standard nonsense right now. We need to get a minion to level 5, so we're close there. We'll have a mummy soon. Slay 60 enemies. When we kill 12 more things, we'll have a lich. Headhunter requires us to kill 2 bosses. Trigger insanity on 80 enemies, so 54 more to go for the shade. You need to turn 3 people into vampires. Don't know how to do that. We're slowly using wrath points. Gather 40 bones. We've only gotten 2 boners? I've had more boners than that. Complete the game on more pain or higher. Complete the game on more pain or higher. Deal 750 damage to your own minions for the ghoul. Interesting. Well, you're gonna wait for the lich? We're close for the mummy. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Rip Thruster. Welcome to the Shake the Box family. We are happy to have you here. In a moment, someone will post a little spammy links at you, and you can come hang out in the Discord if you like, and check out our YouTube content. If someone would be so kind. Thank you! The Discord is a hoppin' place. It's a very active place. So 2 of these we can't play with until we beat the game. So I guess we should try and hurt our own minions every once in a while. Lich is a great way to get ghoul. Alright. Well, we're on our way to these 2 regardless. Like, it's gonna happen very soon. Gomper. I'm waiting to get more points for you. Same with Jimmy. But Mud, on the other hand... What we got here? Target can't move during their next turn. Deals 25 to 30. Target can't move during the next turn. Target loses resistance for 4 turns. 20 to 24. That's not too bad. Death Grasp might be the way to go. Removes all buffs. Target loses initiative for 1 turn. 32 to 37. Ooh, 40 to 46. Removes all buffs and they lose initiative. And target the front 3. Now the red arrow with the number 2, I assume that means it does multiple enemies worth, right? Hey TV, how's it going? How's this game work? We play a Necromancer creating undead hordes trying to conquer the world? I forgot what his goal is, Iratus' goal. Just know we're doing cool stuff as a lich. Not as a lich, as a necromancer making an undead army. If you're familiar with Darkest Dungeon, it's very similar to Darkest Dungeon. Which one shuffles everybody? Oh, that's his Terror Wave. That's the big one. Summons a Concealing Cloud. Any minion in the cloud receives plus 35 evasion. Plus 25 evasion. Spectral Fog, Ectoplasm Fog. Why would you choose this one over this one? 2 rounds, 3 rounds, I see. Dread. And the enemy behind it. And 2 enemies behind it. 8 to 9, 12 to 14. 40 to 46. I think I'm gonna go with the necromantic. Actually, you know what? Let's try and like work on keeping folks alive more often. So 3 rounds of increased evasion would be really nice for Creedmoor's skeleton problems. Even though he's dead now. Probably world domination. Like that's usually what you're aiming for. And of course, we'll give you this nice little thing here, Mud. I really need to pee. My plan was to go for another half an hour and then pee while we decide if we want to switch to oxygen not included or keep doing this for a little while. But I think we're just going to pee now because I'm dancing again. Every time I drink a soda, this happens by the end of the soda where I'm just like, oh, I can't handle it. My bladder, it's so small. Alright, back in a second. Alright, Mud is level 3. He has his new little item. Oh, he has some stats we can improve. Again, I want to increase his dread. He doesn't even have physical stats. Look at how fewer things the Wraith has to work with here. Alright, I guess we'll just focus on dread for this nice little fellow here. You enjoyed Darkest Dungeon, but you didn't like managing sanity, and this is a great compromise. It was a little frustrating, the sanity mechanic. Even though, I haven't played that much Darkest Dungeon. I only kind of noodled around in there a little bit. Alright. Milk Jug's mostly healed. Gomper, Jimmy, Joe, Milk Jug, Mud, and Balthazar. Everybody's named. We got a full named team here. Let's bring Milk Jug in. I can't believe Mud has damage. She's just been learning for days. Oh, I guess he's in the arena the whole time. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Where do I want you guys again? Volley is front 2, Buckshot's front 2, Igniting Mixture's front 2, 4, back 2, Alright, I want Jimmy in slot 2, Joe in the front, Milk Jug. You can use, 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 you can use. Soprano I can't use here. Oh yeah, I do want to look at the cow skull. Just want to get positioning down real quick. If I put you in the back, what can't you do? Flames of Love you lose. It's just Flames of Love. Alright, that's an easy swap. So now you could use Soprano. Oxygen not included tomorrow? Oh, for the late night wispy tipsy? Maybe. Or we could do it on Wednesday. There's so many good games we're playing. Just get more tenors. Alright, what's this do? If the minion starts their turn in position 1 or 2, they gain vigor until the end of battle. Stacks up to 5 times. Seems like a good position for always in front Joe there. Who's definitely going to reach rank 5 and unlock a new character for us in the next battle we do. Alright, last thing is we should put somebody in here so we're taking advantage of it. Oh, Mud's not in our group right now. Well, Mud, continue leveling up. We'll get you in there eventually, buddy. What game did you get for him? Alright, we could either go left, which has a Stell, which lets us level things up. A chest. Alternatively, we can go here and then up to the Fountain of Restoration, which seems boring. Ooh, an elite squad's up there. Cultists with a nice item for us. I think I want the chest over here. That seems exciting. Disco Elysium. A, very good choice. B, I don't think he would ever play it, but very good choice regardless. That is a game that has so much reading in it. It's like living through multiple books at once. It's a very, very, very text-heavy game, but it's also like a super funny, super well-written game. It was on his wish list, really. Interesting. I never would have pegged him. What just happened? How did Jimmy get in the front? No, this is a nightmare.
Strength through pain.
Slowly bring Joe forward again. Start making him go nuts. Yeah, I've heard so many good things about Disco Elysium. I haven't played it myself, but I've heard only positive things. The only funny thing I've heard is True Axiom, my housemate, Tom, he's a writer, and he's like, yeah, no, I stopped playing Disco Elysium because there was too much reading. And I'm like, what? You're a fucking author. Doesn't make any sense. But just because I'm surprised doesn't mean he wouldn't appreciate the game. If it's on his wish list, then clearly he was interested in it. I would love to watch him stream that, because all of his delightful ADD babies would be like, what's happening? This is too slow. Alright, volley. Buckshot is the exciting one that goes through everybody. Jimmy, buff yourself. Have you played it? Disco Elysium much? And what are your thoughts on it? Ooh. Go through everybody, please.
Kill, my darling, kill!
And once again, Joe, slowly make your way back to the front, please. You watched your brother play Disco Elysium, and it looked like it was a lot of Oh my god. You watched your brother, it was very entertaining. Yeah, no, the game is phenomenally written. Like, I've seen little clips and bits, and it is so good. Like, I love watching and listening to people do voices while they read through the text. Alright, debuff everybody. I love that, like, all of his personality, the main character's, like, personality traits are all presented as characters that you talk to, essentially. And it's very entertaining. How'd you not get hit? That's just cheating. We just need something to miss you, and you'll just heal yourself back up. Just patiently waiting for that. Murder hobo.
Never gets old.
Yeah, Disco Elysium's on my list of things I definitely need to check out at some point. Finally, Joe's back in
Strength
front.
through pain.
Took a while. Oh no, you hurt me. Let me just fully heal. Synergies that help you increase your wrath, and his ability to heal by doing damage using that wrath ability is just such a good loop. It's super powerful. Alright, we're gonna buff you. And we're gonna debuff you guys. Come on, evade!
Terror will overflow.
Let's just get rid of a guy. Oh, he's still alive. Alright, Jimmy, I'm gonna buff you one more time. And then we're gonna have the Wraith, not the Wraith, the Banshee buff. Everybody.
Good.
God, Milk, you're too good.
More materials.
Why? I wanted to have the zombie just blow everyone away, but they're all gonna be dead before that happens. So I'm going to just not kill someone for one turn so Jimmy can kill two people at once. Just for poops and ahs. Yeah, the double buff there is nice.
My eternal kingdom.
That was a huge waste because we didn't need to do it there, but still nice to do. Just for academic purposes. Alright, what else we got here? Restores 100% more mana using calcination when using vigor. Chance to receive uncommon or better parts by 50%. Chance to receive artifacts in a battle by 20%.
The formulae
Definitely take that
reveal
one.
Their secrets.
Additional 1 part will drop after battle. Oh, we have 1 point left. We can only take a top row one. Minions receive additional dread. Target minion moves 2 position forwards and receives +4 accuracy for 1 action. Spell power additionally improves accuracy by 2%. Basic value. All minions gain +2 initiative for 2 actions. Or ire. Let's look at ire. Loses luck, gains attack. Anytime a minion misses, we gain wrath. Minion gains initiative for 2 turns. If Iratus has at least 25 wrath. Interesting. Like, we're stacking our wrath things, so we probably will start with wrath more often. Yeah, sun poisoning sucks.
I embrace
increase our
this
wrath generation.
fury.
And we can make a new friend. The Mummy. A mummy is, at its core, a vessel for thousands of dark curses crammed together into one undead body. For this purpose, all unnecessary organs need to be removed to make space, and the body bandaged generously to keep it from leaking out. Quite a dangerous minion, since even a slight touch can lead to several years of bad luck, which is why stories of what happened to the originator of its design are still passed around as cautionary tales among necromancers. Alright, what we got? We can do curse damage, and the target's cursed for 2 turns, and they get an additional 11 to 14 damage per turn. 19 and 24 damage. Target loses 10 luck for 2 turns. I mean, we're definitely going to make a mummy. Really just trying to figure out where they're going to go. Krios, you want to be the mummy? Well, in that case, let's just fucking make it right now.
They will carry the curse of my tomb to the world.
Let's give you a level 3 brain right off the bat. Because why not? Alright. So we get to upgrade one of these. So we can do 14 to 17 damage curse. And then for 2 turns, they take another 14 to 17. Or we can do 11 to 14, but that happens 4 turns. That's pretty good. Yeah, Creedmoor, you're the Lich, baby. Don't worry, I remember. We gotta kill a few more things before we get that... before we get that Lich. Excuse me. Yep, Krios is our mummy. Ghoul's so far away. 10 luck. 20 luck for 2 turns. Jesus. It's 10 forever or 20 for 2 turns. And the enemy standing behind it. The enemy standing behind it and ignores ward. Can attack 3 positions, can attack 2. The mummy gains vigor for each debuff removed. That's a nice, like, helpful thing that heals the mummy. Removes all buffs from enemies. And heals for each buff removed. Alright. That's a nice one to heal itself. Removes all debuffs from allies. The mummy gains 8 vigor for each debuff removed. Plus 5 there, plus 10 there. Wasn't the mummy Dwayne The Rock Johnson? No! Crazy. The Rock was the Scorpion King, sorry. Just call me Brendan Fraser. Yeah, Brendan Fraser was the hero of the mummy movies. Dwayne The Rock Johnson was the Scorpion King. Am I on Cakewalk or More Pain? More Pain. Like, we finished the tutorial and immediately got rid of that save file and moved on to a real save file. Because I didn't want to just play through the tutorial difficulty the whole time. Like, this is better healing, but I don't know how many debuffs we need to worry about in our immediate future. Whereas they buff each other pretty frequently, especially those whippy guys. Constantly buffing each other.
Get back to battle.
Come on, the guy just got here. Stat-wise, let's increase your straight-up physical attack and your dread. Joe, you're level 5. Oh, come on, I'm still waiting to upgrade your stupid physical attack. Gotta keep waiting on that. Physical attack for Jimbly. Upgrade your luck. More criticals would be nice. Alright. Let's swap in our mummy for a little while. Head back outside. Let Jimmy heal for a turn. Mud's level 4. And I have a trinket? Alright. I guess we'll just let Mud stay in there? No. We'll put Balthazar in there for a little while. And we have 33. We could build the library now. Let's make another friend and build it. Need to put some love into his initiative score so he can go faster and more frequently in the order. That's not a bad plan. If you haven't seen, inspect the mummy and hover over the blue star next to his name. Alright, I'll check that out in 1 second.
In short, while I have managed to gather every scrap of significant mortal knowledge down here, it's about as dull as you'd imagine.
Each enemy that successfully attacks the mummy loses 10 luck. Can stack. Nice. Alright, what trinkets do we have? Minion receives plus 12 attack and plus 12 dread when an ally dies, or reduces damage received from elite enemies by 20%. Oh my. Other units also have blue stars. The Dark Knight can't be critically hit. The chance of enemies to escape increases by 2% each turn until it reaches 10%. Plus 10 luck against female enemies. No one can have my husband. Mighty Odin, how's it going? Did I see that Call Me Carson is streaming right now? I don't know what that means. I am not culturally on the pulse of the zeitgeist. Reduces damage from elite enemies. Milk Jug, you could have this thing. He has 33,000 viewers. But I don't know who that is. That's my main question. Mini receives attack whenever an ally dies. Not really big on planning for failure, but just so it's equipped on someone, we'll put that on you. And let's keep going. Our team's doing okay. Also a good point, Milk Jug. Milk Jug raises the most important point. Don't go advertising for someone that's all big already when we're all here. Contains the records, yes. Let's see. Gains 100% of the experience from the current level, or all your minions gain 100% of the experience from the current level. Upgrade my minions, please. That's what I want. And now everyone leveled up again! Alright. Well, let's do stat fun again. Yes, on that one. Been waiting to do this for Joe for a while now. My mummy friend here. Pop that one up. Just so the number of people that can watch a stream at once is kind of nuts. I mean, that's small potatoes compared to some of the big boys. Like, the major streamers are in the 100,000s. Those people are nuts. Exactly, like, huge numbers on some of the more major performers on here. Increase your dread. I actually want to go with a little bit of resistance and armor on you. You're doing fine there. Where is initiative anyway? So you, I do want to have go. Oh, you don't get initiative. That's not a stat you have. All right, that's fine then. Up your luck a little bit. Joe, meanwhile, gets another ability. Deals additional damage equal to 60% of the Dark Knight's armor resistance. Yeah, their chats are always garbage. So it's just a wall of nonsense. When I was very into Hearthstone, I would watch Creparian, and his chat's just like... It's like, who could even begin to read this? Moves all debuffs from the Dark Knight and gains Wrath and everything.
Serve me well, my minion.
Alright, back to the map. You don't. Like, usually the system tends to be... There's a separate chat for subscribers only that they focus on. Just to keep things manageable. Yeah, they only pay attention to paid fellows. Like, I know Creparian, his system was... just paying attention to a separate Discord chat that was the subscribers or higher tier people. A pleasant extra place. Do I want to try and... So he has 2, he has 1. When Taskmaster dies, his allies recover 30 sanity. I want to kill him before we start doing some sanity damage. Oh good, he takes damage, good. Buff the team. Want to kill that back row guy real fast, real soon. Moves all buffs from enemies. Anyone buffed right now? No. No reason to focus on that. And the enemy standing closest behind it. 2 turns, huh? Fortunately, it's all sanity damage, so we have no choice there. So they will heal a little bit of it. But if it's a lot for multiple turns, that seems fine. Come on, evade and attack already. Oh god, not the front. It's very annoying. Alright, you go forward.
Strength through pain.
It's fine, whatever. All debuffs from the knight, but he only has buffs, not debuffs, so... We'll go into a nice little stance for a moment. Next turn, we're gonna heal him up.
Ah, your frail bodies fail.
Yeah, no, that's your fault. You did that to yourself. Don't worry, Joe. You're gonna heal yourself up. You move back.
Strength through pain.
Ah, yes. Very nice. You're almost there, Joe. I need you to move forward 1, but I can't move you at the moment, unfortunately. In that case, just buff the team again. Well, awesome games done quick tend to be super chill. I really like those chats. What game is this? This is Iratus. It's kind of like Darkest Dungeon, but we are the villain of the piece. We are a necromancer, forming an undead army, going through these catacombs and gaining wealth and power. Yeah, they're speed runs, but they're all charity speed runs. Start getting rid of his dumb little ward there. It's almost Joe's turn. Get rid of his ward. Finally, Joe's turn. Heal yourself, Joe. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to catch every message. Even when you're catering to a smaller crowd, you're going to miss a bunch of things.
Extinction of life.
Just the way it works. Can't keep track of everything. The game, the chat, your own personal surroundings. Alright, Joe, finally.
Strength through pain.
Get you back in the front. Slap this guy around. I don't know if you can die, Joe. Your character is so good at healing themselves. You like the Awesome Games Done Quick chat because it's really hype and they're always so excited for donations and milestones? Yeah, it's a very heartwarming stream to watch. Move all buffs from the enemies and heal yourself. Yes, please. Oh, gotta click on you for that. Not as much healing as I wanted, but still fine. I want to push you forward 1. I like you back here. Let's see, Milk is going next. We don't have enough Wrath for her big attack, but a buff would still be good for what's going to happen. I like to stroke my sword from time to time.
Strength through pain.
Ow. Hey, that was what I needed for my wrath.
Carve open their husks.
Big hit. Owie, owie. You're gonna be going in the hospital soon. Is a lunge forward. Oh, stare, dark offering. The heat thing is a work in progress. We're trying to figure out how to make that work. Basically, it's a way to like let people click on the screen and direct my attention. Mostly for games that have like story-based choices.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
Got him. Unfortunately, it's really finicky. I can't quite make it work right. Dadlick made this one? I'm not sure on who the developer is. I want to move you forward. It's driving me nuts that you're back here. But it's double us, so we could probably just kill everyone if we buff. Oh yeah. No, this is fine.
A predictable outcome.
Another jawbone. They really want our minions to die. They published it. Alright, I thought that was right. Ooh, we're finding some fun stuff here. Alright, what we got? No talent points for ourselves yet. Artifacts, what we got? Enemies may go insane if sanity is 80% or less. Yes, please.
Embellishes my undead features, no?
Although, losing armor and resistance to the battle end is real good, too. How's it going, Omega? Maddening amulet, jar of acid. Like, this lets us deal with people using sanity damage a lot faster. The stream is dying? Now, is anyone else having that problem? Because again, earlier today, Twitch just shat the bed for like 20 minutes. Alright, good. It's just Mighty Odin. Alright, what are you? One-time use, one-time use, one-time use, one-time use. The only thing we have that's not one-time use. I'm gonna move the one-time uses down here so I know what they are. Because we want to plan these bad boys out. I think I'm gonna stick with the acid.
Finally, this item finds its way into my capable hands.
Alright, 4 more enemies. 1 more round of combat and we should be lich ready. But we are looking at some cast changes for a second here. So Milk, we're gonna put you in the infirmary. Mud's gonna join the party, I think. Maybe you'll join the party, but you're coming out regardless. Jimmy, you're done in the mortuary. Put Milk in there. Is your daily complaint about your garbage internet? I feel your pain. Our internet can be very frustrating as well. And I guess we'll build an Iratus statue. Why not have one of everything, right? Let's make another bride.
What can I say? While the main purpose of this
we got one of each building built, so now we can focus on maybe upgrading a few of these guys.
Much needed grandeur to my lair, practical and pleasing.
Transcoding's enabled, looks like it. What you talking about there, Abe Clancy? Whoop, clicked off. That was not what I wanted to do. I like that the song restarts every time I click off the window. Every time. He's speaking his gibberish. He's talking the tech terms. Team called Unfrozen made Iratus. Based in Russia, some of them worked on Disciples. Oh, interesting. Twitch is offering different resolutions for your stream, based on capacity, so it's enabled for your stream currently, all the way down to 180p. Ah! So you're saying for like folks like Mighty Odin, they might want to lower the quality a little bit. I thought you were trying to tell me like, one of my settings is currently in the wrong state and it's causing problems. Which does happen from time to time. Alright, all enemies lose 8 attack for their next action, doesn't stack. Enemies lose 6 attack and 12 evasion for the next. Alright, I like that. Because currently it's already 6, right? Yeah, and now we also lower their evasion, making it easier to hit them.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
Because recently I was messing around with my settings to try and make the stream less dark. Like, for those of you that were watching the Final Fantasy VII game, the sewers were like pitch black. And I did a little research and I found a setting that was helping out with that one. Audio's been fine since you proposed the change? Yes. No problems there. I don't shout that often, but we should be at a point, I mean, it's only 8:30. Ah! Like, that didn't cut out, right? You all heard the scream? It didn't just blanket for silence there. Balthazar, yeah, you're doing fine. You've been training in the Coliseum for a little while. Milkshake, I'm awake! Just testing to see if it doesn't cut out the audio, it just keeps it from peaking there. In the past, it would cut out for silence in that moment. Was testing an audio change. I mean, this is a pretty dark game, so if you guys haven't been saying that the thing is dark, then I think I also fixed our too dark a stream problem. Which was, the full color spectrum was the issue there. Krios will let you rest for a turn, and we'll bring in a skeleton friend, who has also leveled up. But I'm going to save it, because I want to upgrade their physical attack. Full color or no balls? The problem with full color is with the encoder H264 or whatever the fuck it is, it ends up making the darks super dark, so that dark locations in the game are pitch black. Like, it's just hard to see what's happening. Whereas partial, I end up not making it pitch black. Everyone in Discord gets your hopes up and then crushes them. Who's adding at everyone in our goddamn Discord? Tell them to stop. Alright, Mud, what position do I want you in? Not the very back row, it seems. Can be hard getting people in the right positions. Our Skeleton wants to be in the front too. Ghostly Fire's fine there. So what am I losing here? We can use... No, we can't use Soprano. That's the one I don't want to lose, is Soprano's really good. So Mud, what can't we use if you're in the very back row? You won't be able to do Cold Grasp, but you can do Necrotic Wind, can't do Ghostly Fire, can do Evolution. Maybe you two are not a great here at the same time combination. So Gomper, we're gonna let you rest. We're gonna put Jimbly in. Put you there. Skeleton. What are you good for in the back row? Nothing. You're terrible in the back row. You could do one thing in the back row, huh? Very frustrating. You know what? Mummy's kind of okay in the back row. We lose Hex, but might be an okay trade-off. Really, the combination I like is Milk and Mud, because Overwatch and his shuffle is very good. Have you ever had sex in a room with other people in it? Vastly overrated. I tend to do the sexes in solitary situations. Just gonna catch up on chat for a second there. Alright. You know what? We're gonna bring the mummy back. Because he's fine in the back row. And the Banshee could stay there. Milk Jug, I would like you to come out of retirement soon so we can pair you two up for that Overwatch combination. We'll just try and heal the Lich as we go. Alright, did I have any bits lying around we could give someone? When an ally dies, that's not too exciting. No talent points, alright, let's just proceed. I want that chest. This will also unlock the Lich for us. Yes, solitary. Dun 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 dun. Nothing too exciting here. Alright. Nothing I need to worry about. We can just start wailing on folks. Debuff everybody.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
Dumb ward. Try and kill you soon. Ooh, he's marked. Why is Jimmy marked? Alright, mummy friend. Removes all buffs from enemies. Gains vigor. Oh, there's a buff over there, so let's do it. Heal for 4, why not? Let's buff you. And then we'll buff... Well, actually, you're gonna go first, aren't you? Never mind. I'm pure as the driven snow. Thank you. Yeah, nice heal for 0. I do get confused about that. It says it's gonna heal for every thing we take away, and then no heal happens. I have sex with angels because I'm pure. Plentiful buckshot. It's a stance. So it's anytime someone removes a thing during his stance? Oh. Oh, his was a stance. I see what you're saying. Still learning, still learning. Let's see. If I buff the team, only the mummy will go before we go again, so just debuff. Get rid of the rest of his ward. Alright, Moomy. Support removes all buffs from enemies. So this is a buff right here. So in theory, master with the purple icon stance and red icon when you are marked. So this is a buff. Red icon's a buff. This is a stance. So I should heal for 4 if I use the mummy's ability this time, right? Pretty sure? Red is debuff. Green is buff. Well, poopy. You're right. I gotta look for the green symbols. Romano, this is Iratus. Well, in that case, we'll just go ahead and you two. Oh, I can't reach back there. Damn it. Well, fuck that then. We'll just make you dead.
Become part of the breathless tide.
It's sort of like Darkest Dungeon if Darkest Dungeon featured a Necromancer gathering power deep beneath the earth. We are the bad boys. You're doing great, Jimmy. You're doing great. Alright, Gumper. A buff now seems fine. Let's buff our team. This is what icon means buff the game. There's a lot of icons, slowly learning what they all mean. Joe, you really don't need to heal, but I'll do it anyway. Keep you nice and healthy. We're currently buffed. Let's go Plentiful Buckshot. Ape still hasn't figured out all the icons, and yet he's here helping me out. I have more faith in you than they do, Ape. It's not true. He sucks now. I love Ape. The masked Jackie Earl Haley's almost dead, so...
Ooh, this one
Finish him
voided
off.
its bowels just as it died.
Am I playing with people? I am naming our characters after folks in chat, but it is a single-player experience, this game. Alright, who goes after us? 2 of them, but 3 of us. Buff everybody on our team. So when I'm talking, like, Joe is this Dark Knight here, Jimmy is this zombie, we got Gomper here as a fucking banshee, and then we have Krios as a mummy back there. Can you be a thing? Of course. Heal yourself again. I need Gomper to evade something so they'll heal.
This will be your end.
What is my buff buffing? Hold on one moment.
This is my kind of entertainment.
As we cycle back around to the Banshee. Oh, everything's gonna be dead before then. All minions gain plus 14 attack and plus 14 dread for their next action. That is what I'm buffing. Keep wanting to gift subs to mods, but there's too many people without them. Without mods? We have a lot of mods in here. Respective body size. I suppose that's fair. The cleavage is ample. Are you saying there's too many mods without subs? I got you, I got you. Anyway, die. That's on them, those are lazy mods.
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to see
Dig your soul,
plants
armored
using
plates.
it as
Ooh.
fertilizer.
Reduces damage received by 10%. That's a nice one. He's upgrading his minions. Yeah, I hear you're not upgrading your minions. I don't understand why you wouldn't upgrade your minions. Alright, what we got going on here? Any other tier 1s I want? So we can use Distillation to heal our minions more directly. Does not work on summon minions. Target minion moves 2 positions forward. All minions gain initiative. Let's increase our dread overall.
I want to show you a little magic trick.
Ramino, never feel bad about gifting things. Or not gifting things. Never feel bad in general. Oh, that should mean we can make the Lich. We can get Creedmoor back in here. Fill it up.
Might I use this one sparingly if I care for my minions?
I know I said we were going to name a new person, but Creedmoor has actually been waiting for a while for the Lich. That's why Creedmoor shows up here, even though you may have redeemed a thing early. There we go. We'll make a new boy. Who redeemed a name-y again? Mighty Odin wants to be something. Alright, we'll get you in there, Mighty Odin. We'll make a new friend for you. Do. Give the Lich the jaw? Alright. There you go, now you have a jaw. Out of curiosity. Creedmoor evolved. He's a better pile of bones now. Headhunter requires 2 bosses. Insanity. Vampires. What's the next thing that's going to happen? Not sure what the next thing to unlock will be, but eventually something new will happen. You're not picking the thing you want to be? You might just be a duplicate, because we're going to start wanting to make an A squad and a B squad so we can start cycling without necessarily having to put people into the Healy hole. We got a memeish minion. Alright. I can get the ghoul easy. Alright, we might try and get the ghoul as our next one. Anyone need to go in the Healy hole? Gopper is the only person that's even remotely injured at the moment. No one's learning. Milk, you're out of the hospital. Alright. I think we could start maybe forming like A squad, B squad kind of things. So what would I want another copy of? I think I want another Dark Knight, because that is such a good, tanky, able to heal itself minion. 2 liches, some other crappy minions. Have the liches eat them? Whoa, what's... I haven't looked at the lich's abilities yet. Alright. Magic attack deals damage to a random enemy. Selected ally gains plus 14 attack and plus 14 dread for 2 turns. Kills an ally. The lich and all allies gain 40 vigor. Oh. I see what you're saying. Sacrifice. So make like a couple of skeletons, have the lich just do some bad things to some skeletons. Get a cloud. 2 turns. Deal stress damage. Deals 75% damage to all allies and enemies except itself. So Rain of Fire is another way to do it. Name them all Ramino. Just a bunch of skeletons to be fed, all named Ramino. And then reanimate summons a skeleton. That's kind of great. I like a lot of this. Alright, how many more brains do we have lying around? Just one more level 3 brain. So I'm gonna make another Dark Knight. Oh, not yet. Crafted.
Hardly an inspiring leader, but the dead care not for morale.
Morale? Yes, the super hammy scenery eating voice you hear is Iratus, the main character. Reduces damage sheet by 10%. So there, we have another front row gentleman. Put him in the front row there. So we have an A squad and a B squad. Yeah, that voice is this gentleman right here. That's Iratus. Every time you hear like another one for the slaughter, that's Iratus. Just consuming scenery nonstop. You know what? Let's try healing in a different fashion as opposed to using the Healy hole. Let's try doing some alchemy. Allows for the transformation of 3 parts, brains or items, into vigor. Restore 15% vigor to all minions. I thought we had a new skill earlier that increases that. No, I didn't take it yet. Where was it? Magic? Fire? Has to be alchemy. Increase the chance. No. This one. Alright, when we get another talent point, then we'll try healing that way. Let's put our B squad together, shall we? So you in the front. I definitely want... Let me think about this for a second. You need to be in the second to last spot. That's like your sweet spot. You are best in... like the... stress attack, removes all buffs from the target. So you're pretty good there. Obviously we want you there. And that means we want one person for the very back row. Who's like a good back row person? The mummy's pretty good in the back row. The only thing we... So we can't do cursing touch, but we can do clinging. We can do that. Lose out on Hex Beam, though. Hex Beam's nice. Oh yeah, I gotta name everybody. This is where I struggle, is figuring out who goes in the very last slot. Because, like, this is such a good one. I hate that it doesn't work in the last row. We could put Jimmy in the back row, but then all he could do is buff himself and bombard. He loses out on Cannonball, Ignition, Buckshot, Volley. So he's really best there. Alright, Lich, how about you? You work great. You know what? The Lich is great for the back row. We lose out and reanimate. The only thing we can't do is Toxic Cloud. We could do Sacrifice. We could do Command Undead. We could do Bone Shards. We could do Rain of Fire. If you're on the last slot, you lose one ability. So you can do that. You lose Flames of Love. You keep Overwatch. You know what? You're right. You're fine in the back row. But you there. Skeleton there. Alright, that's a team right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good team. Like it. Gomper, we're gonna let you rest for a turn. We're gonna put the Lich in. Now we have an A and a B. Put you in here for healing. Like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. So Joe, you took the right-hand side for number 3 and number 5. Let's give this guy some different abilities. Differentiate you two. Just a big ol' stress there. Each time, nope. You took this one. Alright, we're gonna take this one.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
In one of these, Jose. So Ramana wants something memeish. You know what? This one's gonna be Mighty Odin. Says we're gonna make a bunch of expendable skeletons that are all gonna be the Ramanos. It'll be the Ramano squad. Mega Dad. Jesus, the real dad. Stat-wise. There you go. Joe, meanwhile, level 7, just crushing it. Increase your ability to do some of that damage. As for the Lich, what do we want to focus on for him? Magic attack to a random enemy. So, base is 32. 32 to 34 ignores ward. 32 to 34 on 2 random enemies and an ally on the first position. We'll go ahead and do ignores ward. Initiative might be nice. Actually, let's up your evasion a little bit. Last but not least, Krios. Up your evasion. Alright, back to the map. I mean, it really doesn't matter. We're just opening a chest. You very much enjoy being eaten? Good. Select a boon. Whenever an enemy dies due to a heart attack, Iratus additionally gains 3% of the experience from the current level. Enemies can escape or become inspired. I mean, I kind of like driving them away. It's just another way to get rid of them. A random enemy loses 30 luck until the battle ends. I feel like this one might be the best one.
Amazing what they just leave lying around.
Amazing. Alright, let's make a few Skelefriends. Actually, let's just do a normal fight and then make some Skelefriends. Because we're going to have to plan for that. That's going to be swapping someone out to be eaten by Ramano. Sorry, Ramano to be eaten. By Creedmoor. Squad 2, let's see how you handle. Alright, we're at 24 Wrath. This requires 45 Wrath. Don't want to do Overwatch just yet. Try and kill this guy soon. Yeah, we could unlock the ghoul if we eat some Ramanos, so I feel like that's a good plan. Gives us a goal, you know? That's 40. Percent twice. Just hit the front guy. Read the blue star into the ladies, and then read the one attack from the skeleton that does multiple hits. Taps forehead. Ghoul is great, OP. You want to be a ghoul? Well, if your main character dies, all allies gain +1 attack until the battle ends each time the Atamon receives damage. The effect doesn't dispel. So yeah, I think we want to go ahead and oh! +1 per time they receive damage. Would that count as buffed? Wait, what are we currently doing? Oh, an attack. There's multiple hits. Per buff, if I recall, right? Percentage additional attack for each buff. Does that count as a buff every time they get the +1? Because that would be ridiculous if that's true. That would be very good stacking. It does, in fact. Alright, that's pretty good. Gotta get through their stupid wards and shields first. A blood phantasm next? I mean, I don't know how long it'll be until we unlock one of those. Alright, skeleton's gonna be coming up after the two ladies. Alright. Let's put Milk in Overwatch. Nothing fancy about my strikes, says the skeleton. Oh, it's shuffled when your turn happens? God damn it. It's annoying. There's the buff. Joe doesn't need to heal yet, just murder this man. Your turn got skipped. Yes, I'm very annoyed about that. I wanted to put you in Overwatch and then shuffle everybody.
One by one,
oh, she murdered her friend.
Vanishes from this world.
Alright, she has 2 buffs. She has 1. Mage friend. I would like to kill you. Alright, mage goes, and then we put you in Overwatch. Oh, we could also just murder the mage right now, though. I'm doing it. Doing Overwatch. Murder. You'll shuffle everybody. Give you guys another layer of buff for the skeleton to obliterate. Summons a concealing cloud for 3 rounds. Any minion within the cloud receives plus 25 evasion. Let's help out the skeleton from dying. Oh yeah, no, they're gonna have a lot of, oh, come on! Evade! And of course, you know what? Screw you guys. I wanted to do an Overwatch, but the stupid turn got skipped. Very frustrating. Now, skeleton. Who has the most buffs here? +1, +1. 3 feature. 2. Oh, I see. She has 1, 2, 3 then. 2 then. Wow, good work, skeleton. I mean, it still was good work. I'm still proud of you. Don't get me wrong. You get out of here.
Know why? There's no sun up in the sky.
She went
Bony
insane.
weather incoming.
You're gonna be next. I want stress. Try and keep you alive as well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost. Everyone's very evady. Might as well try and drive you insane.
Don't know why? There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
I love that he sings. That's 11. Oh, good lord. I think I want you to die soon. It'd be cool if the skeleton went before her, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, nice. Never mind that. Bye.
As your suffering ends,
Yeah, it had 11 buffs.
Your service begins.
11 buffs were on that one. Oh, we finally have it. Alright.
Through transformation, the will becomes free.
So I'm curious about that. 30% vigor to all minions. So I could, like, throw some garbage in here, in theory. Like, I have a good number of hearts, a good number of these things. And decent number of bones. And now that'll heal every bone for 30%.
Skeleton will clean
Not
up
bad.
this mess later.
Alright, you leveled up. We also have some new trinkets to look at here. And a level 4 brain. The minion's attacks restore 50% of the damage dealt as mana. If the minion starts their turn in position 3 or 4, they receive extra luck, extra critical damage till the end of battle. Like, Milk, you're always in the back. Yes. Worth it, I think. You're our sniper. I like the damage you do. Oh, the internet died. That's fun.